Hey everyone, it's Randy with RF Performance Training, bringing you a bicep workout today. So for today's workout, we're going to do 6 exercises, 3 sets each, and we're going to keep that rep range between 10 and 12 repetitions. So a few things you need for today. We're using 2 sets of dumbbells. I'm using a lighter dumbbell for my concentration exercises and a heavier dumbbell for my more compound movements. My lighter dumbbell for me, just to give you a point of reference, I'm using 15s, and then for my heavier dumbbell, I'm using 25s for today's workout. In addition, I brought over a bench, so I'm going to use a flat and incline bench for a few of the exercises later in the workout. So I'm going to show you each exercise from a variety of angles, just to make sure that your form is correct. So to start, we're going to do a Zottman curl, and that's going to be really basic. My palms are up, I'm going to curl, rotate my wrist, lower. So now I'm working my bicep as well as my forearm here, okay? So again, that's palms up, rotate, lower. And then from this angle, same concept, up, rotate, lower, okay? So let's start out with that. I'm gonna grab my 15s. Zottman curls, 10 to 12 reps, palms up, and go. Rotate, lower, good. Back to starting position, up, rotate, lower, excellent. Rotate, lower, good. Squeeze at the top. Good, breathe, up. One more from this angle, up, rotate, lower, good. And then from the side, chest up. Okay, good. Feet are shoulder width, palms up, squeeze, rotate, lower, good. Excellent. Give me 3. And 2. One more. And lower. Perfect. Remember, between every set, we're going to have a 30 to 45 second rest. So while I'm resting, I'm going to just show you the form for the next exercise. So from here, from the Zottman, we're going to now go to hammer curls. So it's exactly how it sounds, right? It's like you're swinging a hammer. You're coming up and you're coming down, okay? Same concept. Your palms are going to be in. My elbows are tight. I do not want them flared out against my body here. Up. Hold, squeeze, lower. Again, from this side, chest elevated, up, squeeze, lower. What I don't want is you to feel like you need to come up higher to get an additional squeeze or pump in your bicep. So from here, I do not want you to raise your elbow. Right now, that weight or that tension shifts from your bicep to your shoulder or chest. Okay, so again, it's here, up, squeeze. The other thing that I see some people do, or some of my clients do, is you come up, and then on the negative, you just let them go. You don't want to do that either, because you're getting just as much work controlling it and on that negative on the way down, right? That eccentric. So I'm going to grab the 25s for my set here. Again, we're going to do 10 to 12. I'll show you both angles. Everything starts with your feet, balance, shoulder width, chest high, elbows tight, and go. Good. Up. Perfect. Squeeze, lower. Good. Remember, if you have that mind-muscle connection, you can make 5 pounds feel a lot heavier than that. You want to connect with the muscle group you're working. Good. I'm just going to do a few from the side here. Chest up, elbows tight. Good. Excellent. And 1. Good. Lower. Whew. So for the next exercise, while I'm resting here, I'll show you, it's going to be an alternating dumbbell curl. So feet are going to be shoulder width. Now my palms are going to be faced in, similar to what I was doing with hammer curls. And as I go to raise, I'm going to supinate, turning my pinky in and curling, getting a little additional tension on that peak, right? So it's here, alternate, squeeze, lower. Good. So now when I say 10 to 12 of this, and it's single arm, I want 10 to 12 of each arm, okay? Same thing from the side angle. If I'm curling up, I'm rotating, pinky high, lowering, okay? I'm gonna grab the 25s for my set. All right, let's get started. Remember to get your feet planted correctly, feet shoulder width, stay athletic, up, good. Another little tip here, I like to hold the bottom of the dumbbell. It really helps as I go to supinate and turn that pinky up. Good. One more, and then I'll do a few from the side. Good. Good. And then from this angle, turn up, squeeze, lower. Turn up, squeeze, lower. Good. Give me two more. Good. And one. Perfect. All right. Got a little pump going. I hope you guys do as well. All right, so let's bring this bench into the picture here. Okay, so for the first exercise, we're going to raise the incline slightly. We're doing an incline curl. Again, I'm going to show you while I'm resting. Bringing my leg over, sitting on the bench. This is a little higher than if you were doing an incline dumbbell press for chest, okay? So you're gonna let your arms hang, curl, turn your pinky up. Now the consistency of everything I'm saying, I'm always trying to supinate and work that peak as well. So it's here, my arms are hanging, curling. Again, from this point, there's no need to go beyond this in terms of my contraction. I don't want to raise my elbows up beyond this point. So it's here, lower, slowly, curl. Because this is a concentrated movement, I'm gonna go back to my 15s. Holding the bottom of the dumbbell, slowly lower, get a position, make sure your back's even on the bench, pinkies up, and go. Good. Squeeze, lower. Good. Give me 5 more. Good. Perfect. All right. I'm going to lower this bench to a flat position. In this position, we're going to do a concentration curl. So you're going to get your legs a little wider here. This is your base. Your legs, your inside of your quads now work as like a preacher curl. So if I'm using my left arm first, I'm putting my elbow against my quad here. The dumbbell is going to be elevated off the ground. I'm going to curl up. Again, turning that pinky in, supinating, and then lower, okay? I'm gonna go a little heavier here. I'm gonna go back to the 25. Again, if I hit 12 comfortably and I do 3 sets, then I'll move up. And I'm gonna do, let's do 10 to 12 each arm here to show you. Okay, I'm gonna grab my dumbbell, grabbing the bottom again, resting my elbow against my quad, up, squeeze, and lower slowly. Good. Breathe, exhale on the way up. Good. Give me 5 more. Good. 2 more. Last one. Woo. All right, let's do the other arm here. Gotta even them out. Okay. Up, squeeze, lower. Good. Remember to go slow in the negative. Good. Turn that pinky up. 3 more. One more. You should have some blood pumping in there right now. Wow, okay. Let me show you the last exercise of the series, but remember we're doing this 3 times. And now I'm gonna go up to an incline position. This is the same incline you're gonna use for like a standard dumbbell chest press. This is going to be spider curls. So let me show you once before we get started while I'm resting here. So you're gonna slowly lower your chest against this pad, okay? My arms are going to hang, and these spider curls, you're going to come up and stay in this concentrated position, and then lower slowly. My elbows stay locked in position as if you had a pad against them. I don't want to bring it back any further, and I also, again, my contraction ends here. Don't go beyond this point, okay? And then lower slowly. And you heard me say this is a concentration movement, so that means I'm gonna go back to my lighter weight, and I'm gonna grab my 15s. Okay, my 15s here, slowly lower, turn my palms up, elbows locked in place, and raise. Good. This really works your peak here. Good. Give me 6 more. 3 more. Don't forget to breathe. Last one. Perfect. Well done. All right, so I'm gonna go on to do my second and third set. I want you to do the same. Remember to comment, ask questions, and don't forget to subscribe and like. See you next time.